Hey Tumblr, what's up? I am Tony Sexual speaking. I'd like to speak for a bit on something that's been just kind of crossing my mind a bit today, and that would be on the topic of Anons and Anon hate on Tumblr. Now, I'm sure, there's been posts and stuff like this made 1,000 times over, but every voice counts when it comes to stuff like this, in my opinion, so, I figured why the hell not. I've never really understood the concept of why people feel the need to, send people hateful, hurtful messages anonymously. I think it's quite ridiculous, honestly. And really, it pisses me off a little bit, very much so when I see it, especially when it's toward friends of mine on here. I've seen people being called fat, ugly, worthless, waste of space, idiots, retards, all sorts of bullshit being slinged at people. More than once, at least, I've witnessed users on here being just harassed with such a flurry of insults and hateful messages, people telling them to kill themselves and such, that they have actually gone through with it. I mean, I don't think some people realize just how much of an effect your words can have on people. And I think it's honestly really absurd that people think that they have any kind of right to make people feel this way. What really confuses me about it is the fact that people, have to do this anonymously, for the most part, to say these kinds of things. I've, for some reason, gotten a massive flurry of followers lately, and yet, to my recollection, recently I've only gotten, one message that could be considered anonymous hate. And the thing is, I tend to respond to it rather nonchalantly. I don't take it seriously, because, well, for one thing, there's really not much that you can say to me that that is worse than, what I tell myself in my own mind on a daily basis. And second of all, honestly, Anon hate, I think it's cowardly. It's so cowardly. I mean, really, all that says to me, when you say something ridiculous, when you say something hurtful to someone, and choose to not show your face, I think all that does is show that you don't have enough faith in yourself and what you're saying to actually stick up for your opinion. It shows that you have doubts about what you're saying, and really you shouldn't even be fucking saying it in the first place. I mean, one of the few times that I can remember Anon hate actually getting me pissed off and getting me to the point where I actually disabled letting people send me anonymous messages for a while, was when I first announced that I was going out with my current girlfriend, Ashley. Upon that announcement, I got a lot of messages to the effect of, basically insinuating that there was something wrong with the fact that her and I had not done anything, sexual or whatever, in the first day of our relationship. One of the messages I distinctly remember is something along the lines of, "You're such a pussy, I bet she hasn't even sucked your dick yet." Now, honestly, I really should have gone by my own advice and not taken any of this seriously, but I don't know. One of my weaknesses, I suppose, is insults towards me will tend to just bounce off, but when you make insinuations like that towards friends of mine, people that I care about, that is what really gets to me. And I suppose I'm taking a big risk by saying this, but you know what, I don't give a damn at this point. Just because the only girls you're able to land are brain-dead idiots who are willing to put out to someone with as horrid a personality as yours, that's your problem, not mine. Don't make it mine. And if you're not willing to actually put a name and a face to these words that you're saying to me, who's really the pussy here? Really? I mean, honestly, if you're going to say something like this towards someone, and yet you're not going to say it as yourself, but as simply, some unknowable entity, I think that's ridiculous. It's cowardly. And you know what? Go ahead and call me a self-righteous cunt face if you want to. Go ahead and think lesser of me for saying this if you would like to, I don't care. Unfollow me. Because if you think that it's wrong to have a strong sense of morality, you're not the kind of person I want to be involved with. Junebug. I mean, just think about what the hell you're saying to someone before you decide to say it. And think of, whether it's really worth what you can possibly end up doing to them with your words. That's really all I've got to say for now. Tony out.